say horror. You say
horror stories.
Yeah.
Where a dog saved the day is the first one.
This drawing.
I live in Dorset, Vermont. It's a very secluded, mountainous place. There's lots of trails on the mountain that I like to walk or jog down commonly. In fact, I'm able to cut through the woods in my yard to get to a trail that I walk and run down all the time. One day after getting home from work, I changed out of my work clothes and into my running clothes. By 6:45, I was ready to get on the trail. On this particular day, I took along my coonhound, Murphy. We did 5 minutes of walking. Then we started with a slow jog.
I wonder if we get arrested for
always
copyright.
enjoy to walk because she doesn't pull.
Okay.
She always just stays calm at my side. The trail is wide enough for her to always stay by my side, maintaining my speed. I was always looking up when I ran, which is why I didn't notice that Murphy stopped in her tracks until I felt the leash pull her neck, at which point I stopped and looked back at her to see what was wrong. She was looking behind us, and her ears did that little bouncing thing that hound dogs' ears do when they hear something. I mean, we were in the middle of the forest, so there was any number of things she could have heard, anything from a deer to a squirrel to another person on the trail. I tried to pull her forward to continue our run, but she seemed persistent and reluctant to move forward. I played along for a few moments to let her see that she was curious over nothing.
But this can't see.
But it wasn't nothing, because I finally saw what
Then
she
let
was
it
looking
forward
at.
mine.
There was a man back down the trail in the direction we came from. He was clearly not hiding the fact that he was looking at Murphy and I.
I'm joining with this dude. We're doing a reaction video. We're doing a reaction video.
She finally budged and started running by my side again. Not without looking back twice at the man.
I should just copy yours.
It's happened before though. People on these
Yeah,
small
nobody
trails
arrested
would
for
commonly
copyright.
wait for me to move ahead so they could avoid passing the
No.
dog.
I'm hearing it.
Usually
I'm
they'd be out
reacting.
earlier in the day though.
Okay, this is
When
actually
it was on the darker side, and usually there wouldn't be other people out. I also didn't notice if the man waved back or not because I looked down at Murphy after waving. But at that moment, I still thought everything was normal. That is until maybe a minute later when Murphy stopped me again. This time she looked ahead of us and started barking. I saw who she was looking at right away this time. It was another man walking slowly towards us. I waved to him too, but he didn't wave back. I was standing still, holding Murphy close, expecting the man to eventually pass me. But the closer he got, the slower he went. When he got within hearing range, I told him that Murphy's friendly and that he could pass. Now here's when I knew something was up. After I said this, the man maintained eye contact with me, keeping his straight face as he very slowly continued approaching us. Then I noticed Murphy turn around and start barking in the other direction, behind us. I turned and almost had a heart attack when I saw that man from earlier, maybe 5 feet away from us, slowly approaching as well. I knew now something bad was about to go down. There were only a few seconds between that moment and the moment I felt 2 arms reach around me from behind. Then the first man I saw earlier started full-on charging me. Murphy's barks turned to aggressive growling and rabid dog-like barks. Then one of the men screamed as apparently Murphy bit him in the leg and wouldn't let go. This forced the man to release his grip on me, giving me a chance to tackle the other man to the ground. It took a little force to get Murphy to release her grip from the man's leg, but when she did, we ran back down the trail. The man who I tackled didn't try fighting back after his friend got bitten. I think he realized they were outmatched at that point, but I was still not sticking around to find out what their intentions were. We got back to the house in 5 minutes, only because we sprinted back. I checked Murphy to make sure she wasn't hurt or wounded at all by the man she bit.
Sorry, you guys. I'm gonna end the video short at 4 minutes and 19 seconds because this got boring. Even though we are, what was it? Gosh darn it, camera focus. 4 minutes and 8 seconds in. Sorry, you guys. If you want to watch more of my reaction, comment down below, like the video, subscribe, but yada yada yada. Goodbye.